Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Chef Girl RD. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some zucchini sticks right in the Ninja Foodi. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is prep your zucchini. So I went ahead and I cut all these to save some time. But basically I just, had my zucchini. I cut it in half the long way and then I flipped them on their side and did one long cut this way and then this way. Just like that. And for this little guy here, it's just going to be a bonus because I figured I would try to make a zucchini boat. I have not yet done that, but I've been wanting to, so I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone and give it a whirl. So for this, all I did was basically cut off the ends. I sliced it in half. I used this to scrape out the insides. I actually threw out the inside, but you can definitely save that and use that as a filling. But instead, I'm going to use some extra little veggies that I had in my fridge. So just got a little bit of spinach, some mushrooms, and tomatoes. And we'll see how that comes out. Oh, and let me just show you. I did shave a little bit off the bottom, just so it doesn't roll on me when we're cooking it. And this is optional, but I also sprinkled salt on my zucchini first, and I let it sit for about 10 minutes. And then I rinsed it off and dried it. And basically what that does is it just draws out some of that bitterness that can be in zucchini and any excess moisture. But like I said, it's completely optional. And then over here I have 3 eggs that I just beat in my coating. So for my coating, here's what I used. I used a half a cup of seasoned flour. Now you can absolutely use plain flour and season it yourself, or you don't have to season it at all. And then I used a combination of panko and plain breadcrumbs. They're both seasoned as well. And the only reason I used both is because I like the combination of the two combined, but you can certainly use one or the other. And then over here for my cheese, I just used a combination of some parmesan and romano. You can use either or, both, or neither. It's really preference. And I just used about a little less than half a cup of each. And with that, I just combined everything into this bowl. I added the cover and I just kind of gave it a shake, roll, just to mix everything up. Now you can certainly keep this low carb or keto friendly, and instead of all this, you can just use some almond flour and crushed pork rinds, and that should do it. All right, so we can get started. I'm just gonna take my zucchini sticks, dip them in the egg wash, and into my mixture. And you guys know how this goes. But I like to press really hard just to get it to stick. Just like that. It didn't stick to the back very well on this one, so I'm going to dip that again. There we go. All right, that's better. I'm just going to set that up here for now. Take another one, and dip. Right in there. All right, looks good. I'm going to do another one. Now this one I'm going to, so I'm going to do these two different ways. This one I'm going to take, and it's pretty coated. So I'm going to, this is olive oil. So I'm just going to roll it in the olive oil. Just like that. And now I'll place that up here. So these I'm going to spritz with some avocado oil, and these I'm going to dip, and we're just going to compare to see the difference in how they cook. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest. All right, so these are all done. I left these dry, and these are the ones that I rolled in the olive oil. So now I'm just going to spritz these. I have some avocado oil. This is just a generic sprayer, so it's not the best. So I put some paper towels here to catch any overspray. So we're just going to spray these. All right. And now I'm just going to take care of my little zucchini boat here and do the same thing. All right, so that's all set, and I'm just going to spritz this guy. I'll flip it, do the inside. Not going to do too much with that. And I'm just going to take some spinach, put that inside. All right, something like that. I'm going to take a little bit of marinara, put that inside. Drop in a couple tomatoes. And you guys can do this with whatever veggies you like. And then I'm going to put some mushrooms on there. All right, that looks good. Just like that. And I'm just going to give one more little spritz. Or two, just for good luck. All right, I also just sprinkle a couple shakes of some Italian seasoning. So now I'm just gonna put this on the bottom shelf here, the lower rack. It's under there. All right, I'm gonna lift her up and put her in. I'm gonna shut that lid, and we're gonna do bake on 375 for 15 minutes. All right, about a minute and a half left. I'm gonna take a peek. All right, these are perfect. So I think it's safe to say you could go about 14 minutes on these, maybe 13, and they look great. I don't really see much of a difference. So these are the ones that I spritzed, and these are the ones that I rolled in the oil. So not really a big difference in the two, but I'm glad I gave it a try just to see. So we're just gonna let these cool off, and then I'll plate them up. All right, guys, here they are. They look great. Got my little zucchini boat over here. Came out all right. I'm sure it's gonna taste a lot better than it looks, but this was just a trial, so I'm glad I did it. So test out one of these guys. So this one I think is the one that I spritzed, because see, this looks a little drier on the bottom. The ones that I rolled, they're not so dry. So I think that's the only difference, but it's really not a big deal. So we'll just try this out. Looks good. Tastes great. Yep. Really good. All right, we'll move on to this guy here. Guess I'll just cut right into that. You see that? All right. Got my little tiny appetizer fork here. Ooh. All right, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it will. Here we go. Nope. All right, sorry, I had to grab a big girl fork. There we go. Wow. All right, so that is really, really good. So it's definitely not going to win any awards for looking great, but it tastes amazing. So if this is just something that you guys want to make for a snack, go for it. Really, really good. I'm so glad I tried this, and I'm definitely going to make this again. So that's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button and be sure to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Bon appetit, guys.